Hi traders, Dale Pinkert here, post-Fed action. I talked about the potential of a turning point. I brought up the Qs. I talked about Google. I've been talking about Nasdaq and the vulnerability, the potential for a high in May. That people would start saying sell in May and go away. This may have gotten underway today after the Fed, after making new highs. You could see the divergence at 2960 compared to God, we haven't confirmed all the way back towards looks like the beginning of April. So I mean, this grinding move, and talk about things like Intel and Google getting smashed that they could be foreshadowing an event for a correction in the market. Now looks to me like it's underway. And what we need in the S&P on a weekly basis, I believe, is a 2-week reversal would come in around 2905 closing. That's about 13 handles from here. 2-week reversals are when a market closes on a Friday above or below that close. And if it's been going up and you finally get a down close from a prior 2-week close, it's usually a fairly reliable indicator that something is shifting. I also talked about the need for insurance at times, and I talked about the VIX. We had a very nice day in the VIX. Volatility seems to be picking up. I use the example of fire insurance. You hope that your or homeowners, you hope your home never catches on fire, but you do buy insurance just in case. And talked about how cheap insurance, portfolio insurance, was at the levels a shade under 13. And if this correction is underway, I do expect us to challenge at 18 resistance. I think volatility is going to pick up, and then just a measured move from 18 from the recent ghost low at 11 would take you up towards a 25 level. Um, Maybe then the market will be reaching some type of at least short-term low, but I do expect higher numbers in the VIX. Of course, you have to be prepared for everything, and we have the NFP again on Friday, so another red event. I talk about not trying to predict the news, but react to the news. So we'll see what happens. I believe we had a very strong ADP employment report. So that means that perhaps the lower rate environment, at least for now, might be that on pause. And I do have to take a victory lap. My trading warrior brothers and sisters, I've been talking about my negativity in the copper market, that it was vulnerable, that it didn't have the same relative strength that the S&Ps did, that it only retraced at 61.8. If you look at those two wicks up around the $3 level, and then early in the week I said sell rallies back to the 50% level, which is what happened into Tuesday. We got to 290, halfway back 290, and really accelerating to the downside here in copper. I believe this is just beginning, but don't chase markets. Let them come to you. This is Dale Pinkert at Forex Stop Hunter, and I know where your stops are. Don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Adios.